So for the most part, an American start is pretty boring in Hearts of Iron 4. That is unless we try to join the Axis.
So we're going to try to turn the United States into the Silver League of America. I don't think that will be the actual name, but that is like that's the party name, but still pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to want to do is, well, here's the thing. I mean, the U.S. starts off in a really unfortunate position. It's the 1936 start date, which means that we're going through the Great Depression right now. And we're also not able to make much diplomatic power. That's a problem. Luckily, we have a very quick national focus where we can get... Because, we have to get up a political advisor that can begin to, cause fascism to rise in popularity. So we want to go for the WPA. And after this, we probably won't do anything else. Because remember, going after national focus, that does cost you. That costs you political power. So, because of the Great Depression and our national focus, we're making 0 political power per day. Yeah, that's not good. So let's just try to get this guy up as quickly as possible. Let's go after a few techs here. So, support weapons 1, we'll do a little bit into our land doctrine delay, and then of course we'll be doing engineering and I think 1 in industry for sure. Let's go with the construction. I love the construction bonus. Okay, so free military factories. I believe we're always going to need infantry equipment. We probably also need support equipment. Oh, wow, we do not have very many military factories. I did not realize that. We can hold back on the fighters. I'm not going to get any fighters anyways. I think more than likely I'm going to have to go through a civil war. In order to make the United States a fascist country, we're going to have to uprise and a civil war will have to take place. It's very unlikely that we'll get a coup started. I mean, don't get me wrong, that'd be amazing. We're not even gonna use this fighter. Nope, not right now. Are we using all of our, let's see. We'll go 1, actually we should probably need to get some infantry equipment because of course we're probably lacking infantry equipment the most. Yeah, 1.68k in the hole. That's not good. All right. Free civilian factories. I will be going with civilian factories. Now, I don't know where we're going to uprise at, but from my previous experience, I'm gonna anticipate the fact that we're going to be going through a civil war. It's very likely that a civil war is going to have to take place. If we're lucky, a coup will occur, and boom, just like that, it's like bam, fascism, and we can do whatever we want. That's very, very unlikely. So let's go ahead and I think that whenever I try the Civil War and try to turn the U.S. into a fascist country, usually I get to the Northeast. Now, that's not necessarily going to happen this time around, but hopefully it will. Okay, we'll just build all there. So we'll have civilian factories. You might as well build civilian factories because you can always convert them over to military factories, as well as there's a few other ways to make that conversion a little bit cheaper. So I'm not super worried about it. We've got free naval dockyards. Let me go ahead and put this on, a few of these on infinite. I mean, yeah, 13 is pretty much infinite, but let's just do that there. We actually have quite a few naval dockyards starting off as the United States. We definitely want submarines. And I'll do something like this. There you go. Yeah, build me lots of destroyers, though. I mean, clearly, the way the U.S. is set up, I mean, they already want you to build a lot, since 13 is kind of a big number that they want to start off with. And I think that's it. So we start off with low manpower. That's not too good. Pretty low national unity. And now we sit here and wait. So we're going to be going on speed 5. I'll try to keep in mind what's going on in the political worlds, I guess, what's going on in Europe. We're going to want to be cool with Germany. Now, right now, I can't start to improve... Well, there's no point in me improving relations with Germany as the U.S. because I'm gonna kind of strike up a whole nother nation when our political party rises up into power. So there's no point in me going over to Germany right now and asking for me to join the Axis. But that will be a good idea. Now, my plan here is, well, first of all, it's hard to... Well, first of all, we're gonna have to get through it. We're gonna have to go through a big civil war. But let's say that we do manage to take over the U.S. and the U.S. is entirely, because we'll be fighting the U.S. And let's say we're successful in our civil war. What are we gonna do? Let's put that conversation on hold for a second. And yeah, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna stop researching now because there's no point in me losing political power. I don't absolutely need any of this stuff. Well, actually, I could see a reason why I would go down. I mean, I don't need political power either, though. That's the whole thing. I mean, I guess I could lack a little bit of political power. That way I can just at least go after these two focuses, these two policies, focus Foci? I don't know. Committee on Technocracy. I've never heard that term before. I've never heard that before. Do we want to do support artillery bonus technology or electronics and support technology? Let's do this one. 70 days. Yeah, you know what? I think that is actually a good idea. We'll at least jump into those two because I'm pretty sure those carry over into our nation. Now, I don't want to, here's the thing. I don't want to just like say screw the U.S. because if a coup happens, then, I might have just wasted a whole bunch of time. You know what I'm saying? If I don't jump down national focuses, to an extent, I guess, to an extent. Okay, yeah. So political advisor, we want to go with our fascist demagogue, and that will help the daily fascism support. Actually, 0.15 is quite a bit. So this is the big decision here. We can either go with the younger generation will take up the torch, or the higher ups may harbor unspoken sympathies. So this increases the chance of an internal support for a fascist coup. Oh, I'm sorry. They're both. They're the both. It seems like the younger generation, this choice here would cause it's kind of more of the Civil War route. I'd like to take the risk and try. I actually don't know if it's entirely possible for you just to switch instantly. Either way, doesn't matter. I think if we went for the younger generation, we might start off with more divisions, though, for our Civil War. That could be definitely a possibility. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to go after mechanical computing now. Decrease research time. That's amazing. We're going to want to decrease research time at all times. Now, the good thing about the U.S. and their start is that we really don't have to worry about resources, man. Resources are no thing. If we go to trade here, the only thing that we need... Actually, we don't need anything right now. You know what I did not do? And actually, I've been debating on if I want to do this. We're constructing things, which is good. Because I don't know... You know what we want to do? We want to go... Well, let me switch off to make sure that we get our equipment to the reinforcements before anyone else. Yeah, I'd rather do that rather than upgrades. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually choose to train a few infantry divisions. Artillery. Can you give me a little bit more? 910 versus... Oh, the National Guard look a little bit better, actually. Can I open up both windows? That's unfortunate that I can't check both windows, but I guess we could switch back and forth. Oh, no, this National Guard is going to cost way too much manpower. Well, it's not way too much. It's actually not that much more. Max speed, they're about the same. Here, that's the thing, is we want a lot of speed, and you're going to see why. I've got a specific strategy for my Civil War tactics to hopefully make this go as easy as possible and as quickly as possible so that we can kind of unite the country. But we'll see about that. Yeah, no, I'm going to just go with the infantry division. We're going to make sure that we add a whole bunch of units. We'll do like 8. And I'm not going to set a location intentionally because I believe we will be able to set the location if the Civil War were to occur and get those and then pop those guys out and immediately have like 8 divisions. I mean, we're going to already have divisions given to us, but if we can have even more divisions, yeah, that would be amazing. The national spirit outranks the government. Okay, wait, what is this? Fascist sympathies in the military. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. If public support is sufficient, a coup can be executed. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Where are we at right now? Right now, not much. We're only about 7%. We've pretty much eaten up the Communist Party USA. Party in the USA. The Communist Party is ran by Miley Cyrus. Definitely motorized. I do like going after motorized pretty early. Let's go ahead and do it. Boom. So we'll rush after that. These technologies should carry over. Oh, okay, good. We finished that. So I will go support Rock Island. Because why not? Like I said, we're not really going to do anything with our diplomatic power anyways. So that's the best political advisor we could have got. That's really the only thing that we can do. Okay, British Parliament debates intervention in Benelux. I believe I know how to pronounce that right. I know that I tried to pronounce that like in a different series, and people were like, whoa, I'm surprised, because usually I absolutely butcher everything I try to say, and I was actually really surprised. They're like, hey, Drew, that was like half right. You actually managed to say the first syllable correctly. So I felt pretty proud of myself. How's construction doing? We are going after a lot of civilian factories, which is useful, like I said, because of conversion. But Here, let's also go after the production efficiency cap, which might have been a good idea to maybe have rushed over some of the motorized technology. We probably didn't need that as much. Now, so the Civil War probably won't break out until 1937, so this first video will be all preparation for our Civil War. Boom, the Spanish have entered a Civil War. We'll see who wins that. So we're going to want to support nationalist Spain. Well, not actually. We don't want to... It'd be nice. It'd be nice if we, had that luxury to support nationalist Spain and the remilitarization of the Rhineland. Okay, pretty cool. So yeah, no, I don't want anything else after this. It's actually the American focus tree is pretty interesting because a lot of the stuff you can't even jump down into until people are at war. A lot of the really, big bonuses you can't even do until somebody's at war, like war propaganda and issue war bonds are things that you can't take until somebody's at war. We could go down, the Bureau of Ships. I don't know why I struggle so hard saying that. Air War Plans Division. We could go after the Reformation Monroe Doctrine, which will kind of just do things with Latin America, Central America, the Caribbean. I don't want to do that because we're supporting democracy, and we don't want to support democracy. So I'm going to say no national focus. We're going to get a little bit more political power. It's crazy how the Great Depression, is affecting. I mean, that's a pretty bad thing that if we were to be the U.S. and just join the Allies, I mean, first of all, it's a boring start. That's why a lot of players are not doing the U.S. A lot of players aren't playing as the U.S. because, geez, you really can't do anything unless you start with the 1939 start. But then you're not going to get that much variation in the world. And but yeah, so this is my how-to to make the U.S. play a little bit more exciting, I guess, to say the least. Hopefully, it's approaching 1936. Let's go ahead and check on our fascism support. We got 19% of the population. That's good. Are we still growing by 0.10? Well, yeah, because I know that's probably going to change. Let's continue down. Yeah, mobile defense. Let's continue down our land doctrine. So yeah, daily change is still it's actually 0.05. Why did I think it was going to be popularity? At this, popularity affects our scale to 50%. Okay, they are preparing for the worst. Okay, France and the British. Wow, that's really early. The French and the British have already announced an alliance? That's kind of early. I'm wondering if that has to do with maybe the Civil War going on in Spain. But yeah, no, that's pretty early to be starting that. I am totally just not remembering my hotkeys. Why is that? Well, either way, I'll continue onward. Diplomacy, there it is. Even that, though. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, so France is already allied to the British. Are they a part of the same, faction? Yeah, they're a part of the Allies. Of course they are. You can't be allied without being a part of their faction. All right, well, this is shaping up to be like the... like historical. I do have non-historical... I always love playing with the historical AI off. I just think it's way more entertaining to see, crazy things happen. Okay, so election of 1936. So the Democrats, 4 more years. We already want to go with the Democrats. I already know what this is. We don't want the ideology drift defense 50%. That's not good. We would not want for our ideology to drift. We don't want to have more defense. So yeah, let's go with national unity and construction speed. We can actually shave off a lot of time if we wanted to build an infrastructure, which might be kind of a good idea. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Let's get all this stuff going on because we got 50% bonus. Actually, you know what? We've got a 50% bonus for a tech in 1938. Technology is 1.13 years ahead of time. The bigger the time penalty. You know what? That's worth it, baby. Getting negative 3% this early on, almost, an entire year early. Yeah. Because of that bonus, that's amazing. I think that was a good idea to go down that focus. Okay, and we've gotten everything else, right? Well, let's go ahead and commit to concentrated industry, too. Get out a little bit more, and we actually should be finishing up a lot of our civilian factories. Boom, nothing surprising there. Italy's taken over Ethiopia. Took over that entire state. So, yeah, that shouldn't be super surprising. I will be progressing it a little bit over the campaign. I will be progressing this campaign a little bit over over the break, I mean. That way we can just pop into, I don't know if we're going to be able to pop in instantly, but we're going to be pretty close to a civil war within video 2, and it looks like National Spain might just lose this one, or I don't know if they got cut off. I don't think they have paratroopers, so these guys might have gotten cut off, possibly. We don't have the intel to know what's going on. We can modify our government if we wanted to, but there's actually at no point in doing that just yet. You know, I wouldn't mind a Army experience gain, 0.05 daily, superior firepower doctrine. That's actually, yeah, that's our land doctrine that we're going down. Let's go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and save this stuff. You know, I should probably be saving our points anyways. Yeah, that sounds, actually, that's a pretty good idea. And yeah, I guess we'll go here. The radio is not as important, but it's a good building to have up. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop this a little bit early. We're going to come back in video 2 and start up the Civil War. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know what you hope that I can do as the United States and joining the Axis and helping out Nazi Germany. What would you like to see me do? But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the series. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.